is going on YouTube? Yes, I'm back once again to check out Angine de Poitrine and their, well, I guess the rest of their live performance that has gone crazy viral. And I gotta say, when I did Sarnias, I believe is the name of the song, that to date is my biggest video. Like, at least when you go back and you put the time frames together from where my other big videos were, this blows it out of the park. Like, was not expecting that, especially after not making a video in a long time. I figured my algorithm would be toast. But yeah, I mean, huge. And this is a little bit later, right? Month or two later, I guess. I don't know. So maybe the craze has died down. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna watch the rest of this particular performance. And but I wouldn't be a responsible YouTuber if I gave it to you all in one video. That just wouldn't be right. So if you like this one and you want to keep on moving, just check out the next video. I'm going to release these, edit them, and release them shortly after each other. But that way, if there's one you don't particularly like, you're not going to sit through it, and then well, I'm not going to get into how the algorithm works. Anyways, you don't need all that. But that's my plan. So we're just going to continue on after, and I believe it works out because Sarnier was, I think, the opening number in this. But yeah, let's check it out. All right, so here we go. Again, this should be right after Sarnier completed, and we'll just continue on. So some takeaways if you want to check out previous video on this. Definitely some takeaways. I mean, pure mad talent with the ability not just to be able to play the double frets. Like those kind of like half tonal notes, microtonal, I think it's what it's called. Very interesting comment. One of the funny things about doing these channels is like I could make a video, and 3 years later, after thousands of comments, somebody would be like, look at the frets, they're double the frets. It's like, okay, dude, you changed my outlook. The other 500 to 1,000 comments didn't mention that, but. Anyways, thank you guys for being helpful. But I mean, that was literally because, again, I didn't notice the extra frets. I'd be very interested. I mean, I guess guitar players and all that would immediately notice that. Maybe in a drummer, but after it was mentioned, it's very obvious. So yeah, very good. I almost wonder if he has maybe like a violin background, right? Because when you play on a lot of those instruments, there are no frets really. So you're really good with knowing where placement is exactly and all that. Be interested in knowing like what level of education these guys got, because both of them honestly seem like savants, the drummer as well. Never mind the skill by themselves, but being able to put this together, especially live. And then of course the layering, which was absolutely insane. So that first song was just a masterclass in just layering and kind of building off the same, pretty much the same kind of underlying, I guess, melody or whatever. And then just building on top of that. Very, very neat. So yeah, I haven't listened to any more of their music. I mean, I didn't immediately put these guys on my playlist and just start binging them. I'm just gonna say that might be for some people, but like this kind of music, I don't know that I would do that. I would sit back. It's almost like drinking beer versus like a fine scotch. I'm not gonna just sit and chug scotch all day, right? Like this is something you really need to sit and pay attention to and really appreciate for what it is. So. Enough of that. I promise the other videos won't have this long-ass intro, but let's see what we got here. Wait, let me just make sure that... Sweet. His little nose. Yeah, you gotta stretch, man. Can we get a translator, please? Anyone? There you go. When you play together that long, you know what the hell each other is saying. I'm interested. Like this is the stuff that interests me, right? Like with Tool and other bands like that. Dream Theater, right? These savant, almost prog metal, or even like jazz, right? Where you can take something that mathematically is different than this, and overlay it, and then it seems like even though they don't match perfectly, they mathematically they work. And with this, I feel like dun, it should be like this, dun, da 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 dun, dun, right? Da 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 dun. There should be da 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 dun, like four notes, but there's extra notes, and I don't know if that note, the extra notes fall after or before that phrase in my brain. It doesn't. It's disjointed, but it works, right? So I'm interested to see how this builds. There's an extra note in there. That guitar part is looped. He's playing bass now. Obviously, all over the damn place. Fucking hell. Like, do you guys get how hard that is? I I had to stop myself from counting because like I'm just like, listen, I'm not gonna pay attention to anything else but counting. And there was so much more to take in. I almost want to watch it again just to be like, okay, stop trying to count it, find other things. I mean, but like, I'm gonna make this like a 25-minute video, but holy shit, like, just what I could wrap my brain around. Um, I mean, you have to be so on point with this as far as all the little changes because of course I caught out some 6/4. There were some areas where it kind of smoothed out and it was a little bit easier, right? You had like 6/4 and 4/4 kind of bouncing back and forth. But I know damn well when it came up to some of these kind of like, I forget what you call them, but like in between, you play for like 4 measures and then there's a little bit of a switch before you get into the next like segment. I guess you call it a segment, right? Just think of it like a 4 measure or like a 8 measure segment. And then every time they lead up, I know damn well they're doing something weird, where there's only 2 notes in or 2 beats in there. It's crazy and just be. And then here's the other neat thing too, right? Is like when you think about some things that are happening too. Like let's say they're playing a 6/4, or no, for a while it was 5/4, right? Where they're doing 5/4, but the drums is still just doing doom cha doom cha. So it's 2 beats, right? So during one measure they're playing on the downbeat, the next measure they're playing on the upbeat, next measure down. So it's kind of like but that's how I say it when math. But then when you get to the end of the phrase, everything comes together for resolution, and then it starts again, right? It's like this song. I'm not gonna lie, I did the other one because it had more views, right? It was cool, like out of a blow me away, probably like a 7 out of 10, maybe. I mean, it was very impressive. This is like, again, this is how I felt when I watched Dream Theater, Echoes of Eternity. If you've ever seen that, like, now I guess the only difference was that was a room full of people, probably about 60 people, including a full orchestra that was doing all this kind of thing together, which, like, but even for 2 people, like, shit. Now, obviously they got a click track going. They can, you could tell they do. They have to. They literally, there's no way to not have a click track. Unless they truly are alien and their brains are melded, and which is pretty much the way it looks here. So super insane, super cool. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but damn. So okay, I'm gonna move on to the next video. So hopefully we'll see you over there. But until then, in that short amount of time, be safe, healthy, and be nice to each other.